I am Jennifer Meneses. I am serving as the Executive Secretary for the Board of Women's Work of the Philippine Central Conference of the United Methodist Church from the year 2013 to the present. Over the years, the United Women in Faith has been a constant, faithful presence in the life and ministry of the United Methodist Church in the Philippines, particularly among our Filipino women. The vision of the United Women in Faith to empower women, youth, and children in the margins, which translates into programs and ministries with her mission partners across the Methodist Global Connections, is indeed a living testament of God's hope, love, and grace. The United Women in Faith, through her regional missionary initiatives in Asia and Pacific, and the women's leadership in the Philippine Central Conference, have been partners in nurturing the leadership of women and youth by supporting their continuing education and professional development. I was given an opportunity to equip my skills, talents, and competencies to serve and work better for and with women, youth, and children. I understand and learn to live out the active love of God for the world and prophetic witness of the church to the world. My leadership for the different ministries of the Board of Women's Work and accompaniment with our struggling people, the victim survivors of gender-based violence, persons living with HIV, women migrant workers, and LGBTQ have deepened and expanded. I was given an empowering space for my leadership at the Board of Women's Work to strengthen existing and build new program partnerships in the different women's groups and organizations of the United Methodist Church in the Philippines, the United Methodist Women's Society of Christian Service, the Deaconesses, the Clergy Women, the Clergy Spouses, and the United Methodist Young Women. Through the leadership development initiatives of the United Women in Faith, I am humbled to be part of the various programs and events organized and sponsored by the United Women in Faith. Some of those were my participation in the 2015 United Nations Commission on the Status of Women in New York City. I was part of the United Methodist Women International Delegation then. My participation made me realize the importance of global connections and international solidarity among women, on how significant our respective women's work is in the local setting and in our home country, in pursuing gender equality and women's empowerment through this United Nations platform. I witnessed how huge United Women in Faith work is in her global advocacy and engagement through the United Nations Commission on the Status of Women. Another very important event in my life as a leader and in the lives of our women in the Philippines was the Leadership Conference event organized by the United Women in Faith on January 2018 through the regional missionary initiatives in Asia and Pacific under the leadership of Deaconess Emma Cantor. It was very memorable and historic for me. Their presence in the Philippines was an expression of the historical relationship and partnership and an affirmation of our fellowship and sisterhood as women of faith. The Leadership Conference event was a thanksgiving and celebration of our leadership and mission as we continue to fulfill our tasks as leaders in the communities. The United Women in Faith has also given me a chance to attend the 2018 UMW Assembly in Columbus, Ohio, and this year's assembly through the virtual platform. I couldn't believe that I was there. It was so powerful that I returned home so full of inspiration and excitement to share with our women what I've experienced in the assembly and return to my work with more passion, love, and renewed commitment. My current leadership engagement for the Asian Young Women's Leadership Development Program was through the mentorship of Reverend Hasan Kim, Reverend Hikari Kokay Chang, and Deaconess Emma Cantor, both regional missionaries of United Women in Faith. I have been part of the planning and leadership team for the Asian Young Women's Leadership Development Program held every year in different countries in Asia. I am always grateful for their welcoming leadership and recognition of the gifts and potentials of the young women. Definitely, no words would suffice to express my deepest appreciation, our sincerest gratitude to the United Women in Faith for sustaining your active presence in our lives through your prayers, love, and support in us. As one of the many women around the globe the United Women in Faith has been helping for leadership development, we at the Board of Women's Work are with you in expressing and doing to preserve the legacy of our foremothers in faith and to forge courageous new paths wherever needed without hesitation amidst all the challenges of time. Thank you so much for embracing and loving the Philippines. Carry on, United Women in Faith.